Oh, of course, we're live and we just lost our first person.
Woo!
What?
We just lost James.
Oh. Oh,
And
that just.
welcome to, good evening, good morning, good night. Welcome to another edition of Hong Kong House of Cards. This scene is going to be taking place in the Emerald Mother, and hopefully we'll have 5 people and not 4. But one of them literally disconnected as I hit the button. We've got Dimitri. Oh, there he is. He's back. We've got Dimitri, formerly of the Progenitors, part of the Technocratic Union, otherwise known as Global Conspiracy Bullshit. We've got a couple other people coming in, a new person, a new virtual adept in town. Dimitri's going to head into the club. He looks much as you would see on the picture. Fairly handsome, charming, etc., etc. And all of these servers and staff tend to keep their distance. Even though it's not like a personal thing, they're just like something about him keeps them at a distance. He's physically painful to be around. For them. Not for you, though. And he'll hand over his weapon and head over to the bar. And that's your turn, Cole.
What, am I just going to walk in?
Presumably, they'd ask you if you have any weapons, check you for them because you're a first-time, person, and they can probably sense if you've got supernatural traces. And probably you're holding on to a point or two of quintessence, so they can probably tell that. Basically, they know you're a mage, most likely.
Okay. Alright, yeah. Well, I'm just going to head in, go to the bar, and order myself a lot of drinks.
There
He's slightly more bearable to be around.
There are lots of drinks to be had of many varieties, and you may notice there are a lot of strippers. It is Hong Kong.
Awesome. Okay. It's Hong Kong. Man, it's been forever since I've been to Hong Kong. All right. So, but I do happen to know they love Jack Daniels over there, so I will order myself a Jack and Coke and sit at the bar and watch the girls.
And next person.
I suppose I can handle that. Since it is, even though it's a Sunday, it's still the weekend, so up. I assume it'll be evening because that's usually how it ends up. Up near the bar, more or less, just kind of lightly watching the crowd as he plays on his guitar and sings would be Deiki. For those that do not have eyes in the changeling world, he's about 5'11", green eyes, fair features, blonde hair like I do. And for those of you that can see the dreaming, please, you can take the citation of the overlay as he is a Coyote Puka.
Puka!
I need to make a roll actually before this even gets started.
Uh-oh.
Because A, nightmares, B,
Did you
I
sleep
would
well
like
last
to
night?
negate my flaw. Yeah. Yes is the answer with 4 successes. Yay
Thank God.
for having willpower 7. And then I'll need to make roll of 4 dice and spend a glamour to make it weird. And with 3 successes, that'll be good on the fuddle. And I'll hide my animalistic features, because that would be good to do in public.
Yeah, it's generally a good idea. Okay. And that leaves us with Styles or Shar Flicker Flame.
Yay, people remember my name. Since I've just had that outburst, I'll go next. Shar walks to the door, and am I to assume, Sean, I will direct all GM-related questions at you. Am I to
Sure.
assume that the large troll bouncer is still the troll bouncer? Sir?
At this time, no. Unless James is going to direct me differently, because it is
There
his
was-
club, technically.
There was a posted scene, however, I believe. I think the new rule for the bouncers is they're going to give Shar a strip search.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to determine the bouncer that's currently on duty. You might want to. I have my mic setting not to the Manicam mic. You might want to set your mic off of it and your camera leave it on Manicam. That'll probably solve you some problems, or solve the problem.
Basically, I want to know how badly a frisking they're going to try and give me, ostensibly.
Whoever the bouncer is, regardless, is going to inform you ahead of time at the door, and it's not going to be like public. They're not going to like publicly shame you and say we're doing it right here. That would be kind of douchey. We have a back room and we'll take care of
Basically,
it that way.
my question... Oh, come on! My question is he a changeling who is giving me this order, or is it not?
Yes.
In that case, Shar will lean in closely, very closely, and he will say, "My name is Shar Flickerflame Ap Illu, Knight of the Realm. Not only will I not consent to this, but I will keep my weapons, as I am on official business, and if you choose to hinder me, you will be hindering a knight upon his official business."
But he's whispering this, right? And he's all the way at
Yes,
the door.
he is whispering this very closely, and I can roll intimidation if you'd really like.
Go for it.
How are we doing dice rolls? Because catch your hair, no likey.
We
How
can
many
just
dice
have
you
Sean-
got?
Have Sean roll for us.
Yeah, Sean,
Yeah,
can
how
you,
many dice?
Sean, can you roll me 6 dice, please? And I'm going to pop a willpower because this is funny.
One. Oh, there's a 1. So 2 successes with the willpower.
Yay!
So fairly effective.
So, what happens?
I think
Colon
it's gonna be one of those
cleansing.
things. Not exactly. It's one of those things of a slight tinge of fear because he's more or less just an assigned guard, and second, of just befuddlement. Like he was not expecting this sort of situation, so he just kind of more or less stammers about as you walk by him.
Yay! In that case, Shar will walk to the bar. He will sit down, and he will say to the bartender in no uncertain terms, because the bartender is also a she.
Mhm.
My name is Shar Flickerflame, Ap Illude, Knight of the Realm. I am on official business and will speak to your lord, please.
The fuck?
Well,
Yeah. Dimitri just kind of looks over towards Nathan and just ixnay on the keep it down or to the side or something, whatever. Basically, he's not too subtly hinting you're saying shit in front of people we don't know.
I was just
Okay, I ignore the Firefly guy and go back to my drink.
He is wearing that mask and those dark robes, by the way, which looks a little out of place in the club.
You think?
Let me see here. It's Bill.
Oh, we lost him
You're
too.
wanting to speak to my lord or the lord of the establishment, because
We
those
lost
are two
him.
different things. The owner of the establishment, or fudge! Everybody's dropping like flies.
See?
Thank you, Google.
That's more to
he-
do with network optimization than Google. But anyway,
hooray!
Bill will say, "Are you wanting to speak to my lord or the patron? Not patron. The
Proprietor.
of this establishment, because those are two different things."
My apologies. The individual who names himself, is it Riker? Yes, that guy.
Well, okay, yeah. 'Cause no one ever uses his Fey name because it's really freaking hard to pronounce.
I know. I mean,
Hey, I picked to be fair, my Fey name and my actual name are the exact same bloody thing because I don't know the difference in character.
Awesome.
But at which point, Shar will nod and he will say, I will await him here. At which point he will kind of glance over at the puka and he will offer him a slight bow in recognition because he likes puka.
And he'll, like, I guess, I don't know, I guess a flurry of notes on the guitar before nodding back.
Sick guitar solo.
hey now. I thought this was Hong Kong, not France.
Oh, it's so good to see you again, Oathbreaker. I see you brought a friend.
No, I didn't.
For the record, Oathbreaker is my new name for Dimitri because he broke his oath with the technocracy to be their loyal servant. So he broke his oath to his house, and so now I name him Oathbreaker.
Yeah, Dimitri doesn't really care for his part, but go ahead.
It's so good to see you, Oathbreaker. And you brought a friend.
No, I didn't.
Oh, it is so good to see you, not friend of Oathbreaker.
What the hell am I doing here? Yeah. Cheers.
Dimitri just kind of winces a little bit. Don't mind the masked fellow. Shar's a little bit more character than this place can handle, I think. And given it's run by his people, that's saying something.
I wonder what gave that away.
The mask and the robes, perhaps, but...
Wow, okay, so... Foreign countries, sarcasm completely lost. Got it.
I've been here too long.
Where are my manners? You are right, this one is called Shar Flickerflame. At your service.
Which... Yeah, hi. Nathan. Nice to meet you.
What broke you, Nathan?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that, but you are not nearly as broken as that one. He points at Oathbreaker.
Yeah.
At that, Dimitri's going to reach into his robes and pull out a very high-tech looking set of goggles. Like, this is clearly not something you could buy on the open market. This is like sci-fi hyper-tech material. So, not normal. He just puts it on his head, alters a setting or two, looks over at Nathan. I'm going to make a roll. Sean, can you roll me 3 dice at difficulty 4? Because it's a rogue.
Oh, we killed him.
Sean, you're muted.
We bored him to death.
Sorry, no successes. 317.
Oh, wait, no, that's 2 successes. No, it's not. Difficult.
Did
no.
4.
Diff 4, you're right. Nope. Okay, so I kind of fiddle with it, and it glows, and then it dies, and I'm just like, ah, damn it, this always happens. He'll spend the next round fixing it.
Shar turns and looks at the puka and kind of shrugs and says, you would think that they would understand when we say they are broken, that their tick-tock will not do anything that our eyes cannot.
What the hell's wrong with this guy?
He's unusual.
Alright.
And he, make the roll again. Do I have to increase difficulty when it's a rogue?
Uh-huh. So shoot at it again is...
Roll
right,
all the ones.
3, 8. What's the final one? Come on. 5. 2 successes.
All right. In that case, I can see his prime, which means I can see. Oh, look, he's got the same pattern style as a mage, and oh, look, he's holding on to quintessence. Yay. At least I know what he
Question:
is.
when you do that, can you see us as we really are, or just him?
I can't see the dream.
No,
The dreaming
Yeah,
requires
no,
a bunch
you
of
would
mind
have-
spheres and spirit spheres and shit.
Dreaming requires either Mind 3 or Spirit 1.
Hooray!
Yeah, and I don't have either of those, so nope.
Nice hat.
He turns the goggles off and puts them back. Are you new to town then?
Very.
My advice:
Right.
don't drink anything green that the bartender gives you.
I stick to my usuals.
Probably a
No.
wise idea.
Not big into experimentation. So,
I should
yeah.
I should introduce myself. My apologies. Dmitri Dragomir kind of looks around for a moment. If you're really new here, perhaps we should take this conversation at least a little bit to the side. I'm sure you have questions about the local structure.
Sure.
Record.
But let's not get too friendly, okay? I don't really swing that way.
Oh, don't worry. Not my thing either.
Oh, good.
You can actually hear a kind of an audible sigh from under the mask, like "Aww."
And then Char's fan fiction was crushed.
Oh.
No. I think you mean, and then Shar started writing his fanfic. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but stop with the Oathbreaker fan fiction.
Silence, Oathbreaker. I can fix you the only way I know how.
Oh God. Okay. Anyways, he'll lead you over to one of the booths. They're not like curtained or anything weird like that. It's just a little bit more off to the side, less chance of being overheard.
Gotcha.
Once he gets there, he just kind of looks at you and goes, "Tradition or disparate?" Which he's asking if you're part of the 9 traditions or a disparate, which in your case you're a virtual adept, so you're a tradition mage. Yay!
Oh God damn it, Charles! Sorry, continue.
Okay, he still hasn't fixed his mic.
Yeah, just tradition. I'm not into the other weird stuff. Actually, I'm not even into my stuff much. It's really hard to explain.
Well, I might be interested in hearing a little bit more at least. Here, the organization is a bit different than what you're likely used to. What tradition do you belong to? Aetherites, adepts? Usually they are the only ones to be broken, according to the locals.
I'm an adept.
You should probably speak with Styles at some point.
That's what
Sure.
everyone keeps telling me anyway.
Styles is our resident adept. I'm sure you and he would get along famously. There are a few others in the city who are of more technological persuasion, though. There is a Aetherite by the name of Serena, and a couple like myself. I can explain that at a later date, but suffice to say, we used to work on it on the other side of the fence.
Yeah. What's with all the leather, anyway? You going for
See, we can convert him.
At which point, it all strips off. No, just kidding. Sorry, I have to go do my set now.
Too sexy for his shirt. Too sexy. Okay,
No, I have to raise my appearance by another point before they'll let me join the stage crew. No, he just shrugs. It's a bit more protection than wearing simple cloth. So.
Yeah. Okay. Good on you. Good luck for someone else. Hey, listen, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing here. I just kind of drifted in.
Kind of, at this moment, Shar will do his favorite pastime.
Oh no, 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 no.
Yes. Hey, sorry, new guy. What was your character's name?
Nathan.
Nathan. Char randomly walks over and starts poking you in the side of the head.
Oh my god, no! Dimitri just face palms at this.
Hi, can I help you?
He is going to continue to do it until he reaches 113, if you want to stop him.
And you can see the scary thing is you can see my character just idly counting the number like 113, and that's when he stops.
So I look at you and I look at Dimitri and I'm like, what is he doing? Why is he doing it?
Poking you in the side of the head 113 times. I don't know why. He likes the number.
At
Not
this
the
point, I
first
guess
time.
Daehee will hop off the stage and make his way over and turn to Flickerflame and go, you do realize that poking things with a stick requires a stick, right?
Calling a thing.
Interesting causality. What is a stick without itself?
A stick without a... You broke up.
A stick without itself.
A seed.
I like that answer. But no, you said you don't know why you're here. You don't know why you're any place. Maybe the reason you're here is because your feet wanted to follow yourself here. Or you wanted to follow your feet here.
It's good enough for me. Would you like a drink?
Do I drink? He kind of contemplates this for a moment.
Yes, you drink the green stuff.
Ah yes, then I shall drink the green stuff.
Go ask Billy for the green stuff.
Alright.
Daehee will hop over the bar, seeing that Will isn't around, and quickly pull out a bunch of assorted bottles onto the table and be like, "Shh."
The green stuff causes hallucinations.
Oh, good. This sounds entertaining.
What would
I'm
be wrong
assuming-
with that?
It's nothing wrong with it, but we're not drinking it. We're giving it to him. Crazy manic fae on hallucinogens.
Yeah,
I want to
love
see
that.
this.
No, not yet. Okay, I'll just leave him in there to eat it.
Okay. In any case, Dimitri kind of, while they're distracted by the drink making momentarily, Dimitri just kind of looks back over. All right, I'll try and keep this brief then while we have a half moment to ourselves. The organization in this city is a little bit haphazard. There's several different groups working together. If you've somehow made it into the city, congratulations. It's not as easy as it sounds. You must have a talent for going unseen. How to phrase this? Sorry, out of character. What's the word for it? Yeah. The Union, which, if he's saying that, he's probably referring to the Technocratic Union, the big bad guys who run the world. The Union are practically a step away from enforcing martial law in the city through the Hong Kong police force and the PLA. At least that's what I've been told. Things are liable to get a little bit dicey here. Several of the supernaturals are working together. I heartily recommend speaking to some of them as soon as possible. Find yourself a relatively safe place to stay that isn't like a public hotel room or something.
Oh, he can stay with us.
Dear God, no.
Wait,
He must stay with us. Yes,
What?
yes.
What? Oh, that reminds me. And he'll point directly at Dimitri. You are, to my recollection, very rude. What about a drink offered freely is so anathema to you?
When did I refuse a drink? From who? When?
Well, it was bad timing on Daehee's part, but after you drank the green stuff, he offered you a shot. The one with the whipped topping on the top of it.
Well, he barely remembers anything from that night.
Doesn't stop. Doesn't.
Oh, no. He's just
him.
looking at you with confusion, like, I refused a drink? When? Huh?
But no, Mr. Ironright would love more company. Yes, you should definitely stay with us. It's been decided.
No.
Well, I got this hotel room that I got. It's okay.
It would be so nice to have company.
As he's furiously chanting to himself.
Some really bad feedback there, James.
Holy shit balls, what the fuck?
Sorry, I'm back.
Yeah, we can tell.
Sorry.
I tell you what, while James is here, because he drops more often than I do, and that's saying something, shall we just get our business?
Do it. We'll watch from our booth. Just do it.
Yeah.
He's like, before we do that, he's like, wait, and he'll kind of think over it a bit before he will remake the drink, though probably not as well as Will could do it, or Bill, yes, Bill.
Guaranteed.
Could do it, and sets it in front of him.
You're setting it in front of Shar, right?
No, in front of the same drink that that he was supposed to get that he didn't end up taking during that moment in time that he does not recall.
All right, I'm gonna roll.
With the whip topping on the top of it.
I'm gonna roll manipulation subterfuge to see if I can fool you into thinking I'm drinking it.
Oh, well, that's probably going to...
Don't rush to get up there.
Pull up.
Oh, fuck.
Let
Let me pull up my sheets. Because I get to roll my perception empathy, and I can't botch this roll.
Neither can I. I have an automatic success.
He gets he can't botch, so he pretty much has it too.
No, not... Well, it depends on how many successes either way. We're not quite there. So how many dice do I need for you, sir?
For me, you're going to be rolling, I think, hold on.
Oh, I got a shitty dice pool for this. It's going to be great.
The Puka has a shitty dice pool for him.
I know, right? That's hilarious. Okay, I got it. It's going to be 6 dice. I'm burning a willpower, so I get 1 auto success. Honeyed Tongue gives me another auto success, and it's at -2 difficulty thanks to Soothing Voice.
Well, I got
So 6
news
dice.
for you. Only... Ones tend to be the theory of the day, so only 1 plus the 2 autos, so 3. And then I've got to get all my dice to roll successes. I'm going to spend a willpower. This is going to suck. Yeah. 2, so 1 shy, so yeah.
I just barely fool you into thinking I'm drinking it.
Yeah.
Tastes good. Sets it down, like, I'll finish it in a minute.
Hey, glad you like my blowjob. And he'll bounce off.
I hate him just a little bit right now.
At this time, Styles finally shows up. Oh god! Coming in on day, he's saying, "I'm glad you like my blowjob," and then and walking away.
And another person.
Dimitri, do you need to tell me something?
He's referring to the drink. Styles, you've got a grad mate over here.
Oh, cool. Assuming out of character, you Dimitri gestured to him.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Styles Solinsky. Like Dimitri said, I'm the virtual adept here until you arrive.
Cole, that was to your character.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Broke him.
Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I might bow out because I can't hear a word any of you are saying anymore. It's that bad.
Yeah,
Oh.
I can't hear anything either.
Sorry.
You're just gonna have to have your hand on that slider, dude, and keep adjusting it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, well, I tell you what I'll do is I have one piece of kind of semi-official business, and then I can either drift away or do my own thing and let you guys talk about your technocratic crap. Sorry, my character cannot technology. Basically, he will ask for a piece of paper, if any of you can supply him one.
He's
Sure.
got you
Pull a
covered.
notebook out of my. Yeah. Why not?
And from that, he will very casually remove. He will very casually remove an ink quill from inside the inner folds of his robe. He will then lift his right and bite down to lever it off, and you see a huge gash on his right hand that looks like it's just about to close. He will place his hand down on the table, knowing now that this will heal, but what he does is he stabs the pen into the back of his hand to draw blood so he can write with it. He flicks the hand to kind of clear off the blood, which spacks and spickers, and he proceeds to write on a piece of paper to the false knight who claims himself our equal. You stand accused and intestate of the violation of our house's sacred law, its structure, and her hierarchy. I name you not, but a man of no honor who has so freely and fraudulently broken his word. Stab into the hand again for more ink. You stand intestate and shall meet me on the field of honor in order to settle your guilt. I shall request of this before the throne, and know I shall be writing our most beloved lady herself as to your protestations and ignorance. Yours sincerely, Shar Flicker Flame Ap Illud, Knight of the Realm, neath the gleaming eye, neath the mother of the moon. And he will flick his hand again, put the glove back on, and slide that across the bar and instruct it be given to the owner of, or the proprietor of the establishment.
Are you sure you guys just don't want to drink shots? You know, you could do it like a drinking game out of it. How many times will nobles throw a tizzy over the smallest things? Take a shot.
He'll just to show that he is, he'll draw a knife, because I was not disarmed walking into this club, and he'll say, "How very interesting, can I play?"
You just drew a weapon in the middle of the club, which you're supposed to have been frisked. I know you weren't because you intimidated, but Dimitri's...
Sean?
Side.
Sean, you know what's about to happen. Do I have to continue this?
I got this. Could you... He'll like just like on the point, and then... Well, not on the point, but on like the side, and push back towards... Put that maybe someplace... Someplace else, maybe.
He'll look at the knife, he'll shrug, and he'll say, "As you wish," and would turn it to its scabbard.
No, this isn't the knife, this is Dehi. I probably should have clarified.
Oh.
This whole situation and thing.
Is he still holding the knife at the moment?
He's putting it back in if he's not going to play the game of hurting himself for drinks.
Okay. Nathan would have probably Styles would have seen Dimitri reached into his coat at that point and pulled out what looks like a simple ballpoint pen. And he was holding it like he was getting ready to like do something with it, but when he sees the knife put away, he just like kind of tucks it back in his robes, like, okay. A little bit James Bond, I know, but work with what you
No, fuck you, I have a pen. But he will basically he will then just pass the note across, and he will say, "That is for the false knight who is the proprietor of this establishment. If you would not mind seeing that he gets it, as he is not here this evening, clearly."
You know, there. I mean, there's a chance it could be misplaced, but you know, it's not like I
It is quite alright
know
if
the
he
guy
is.
or anything.
It is my intention to ask His Majesty to send the bailiffs for him as well.
Do you know red pins exist?
Yes.
Do you
I
realize
like
this will
to see.
turn brown?
I genuinely feel that all of the artistry have gone out of duel challenges these days. Consider this my veiled attempt at artistry.
By the way, Demetrius, did you leave any blood on the wood, by the way?
Probably not, because bear in mind I automatically heal. There's probably just enough to write my letter.
Okay.
Figured it out.
You could just steal the letter and have all the blood of mine you want.
Lightroom.
Yeah, if he wants to get it out of the Puka's
virtually
hand.
the same thing.
If only I had correspondence.
Yep. And I figured out how to load my presets into Lightroom, and now
That would not work well.
It took me.
So,
He will now just calmly take a seat and start to kind of look around in mild amusement at the dancers. So by all means, continue doing what you're doing.
Okay. Styles still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
With that little thing out of the way, Dimitri's just kind of going to shake his head. So you were saying you're the resident adept. This is a new adept. I thought you two should meet.
I was trying to say nice to meet you until I was rudely interrupted looking at the hooded figure leaving.
Oh no, he's still there. He's just sitting at the bar.
Looking at the hooded figure and
You're not like Mason, and you just throw him in the living room.
We can't hear.
Okay, sweet zombie Jesus.
Cole, we're hearing everything on your end.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm trying to hold back my microphone.
It wasn't you. It wasn't you, James. It was Cole.
No, I'm pretty sure it registered for me as James.
No. I know Cole's wife's voice.
Oh.
That does somewhat kibosh my theory.
And he goes, I'm gonna need a drink, and he brings out a cell phone and drops a text to Arthur saying, "Need to up the security on the club. A psycho masked hooded man just stabbed himself in lieu of not using a pin." Hit send, and it's like, okay, and turns to the other adept. Yeah, that does not happen ever. He's new.
That's what I said.
It's daytime, and it's raining, and he's trapped. Oh, it's awake now.
Yeah. I'm just gonna let it go. Sorry, guys. We trapped a possum by accident, so I gotta.
Oh God!
Oh, sorry.
How the hell did you do that?
You know my cat Piper?
Yeah.
He got out like 4 days ago. We set traps out to catch him,
Oh God.
and we caught him. But we also caught a possum.
Oh God.
Good. Hopefully not in the same cage.
No. They were in separate cages.
Oh.
Did you look at the cage and be like, "Yay, we caught my"? Oh God, what is that?
Probably.
I've seen plenty of possums, so that wasn't quite my reaction. But
Yeah.
it was more like, shit, really?
But
Okay, so
yeah, Styles will actually lift up his phone while sipping on his drink and click a picture of the hooded changeling and send it to Arthur.
I will point out, you will probably notice none of the bouncers will do jack against me. It's great.
I would say that one won't do anything against you. You haven't intimidated the entire crew.
There's more than just him.
Yeah, I know, but the phrase "I am a knight on official business" in a changeling bar tends to get you a very long way.
There are a bunch of bouncers who aren't changelings. I know because they frisked me.
Oh, good. Please send one of them at me. Please.
We're not getting to going into that unless you try and stab yourself again. But you do have what looks like an Asian schoolgirl looking at you very intently, like, bitch, try one more time.
Dimitri just kind of shakes his head again, like, this is getting to be more trouble than it's worth walking in here. I need to stop leaving my warehouse.
This is my local, one hangout, and I get drinks after classes at the Kakashi Temple.
Just do me a favor, just in case, Sean. Do you mind rolling me 6 dice, please? Difficulty 3.
Oh, God.
He'll bite you.
And actually do that for me twice.
Oh, God.
So, we're about to have our first key go flying into
No,
the
we're not naming it.
agreement.
No, I was just saying, just in case. I'm not doing anything offensive, pinky swear.
What are you doing?
After the magic implosions, it's also defensive.
I can't hear a word he's saying over the noise at this point.
Look, that food door open.
At least it's not me this time. After the magic implosions, it's also defensive.
No, we're not going to name it.
Okay, I like it how it cuts him off right at the important point. Can somebody mute him manually, please?
You can mute him on your end if you need to.
Well, he's also on his. Aren't you on your phone or something like that?
No, he's on his desktop.
No,
okay,
I am
yeah,
on my phone, so I can't, unfortunately, mute him, which irritates me.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually holding my my slider back to on to 50.
But anyway, okay, while we have silence, you were saying something about a magic implosion.
There was 2 shockwaves that's in the gossip thread from way back. Please read up on it and talk with Brett. But if you continue this course of action, you're going to get bitch slapped.
Yep.
I'm just going to give you a fair warning because you didn't just get as the Asian schoolgirl's attention, you've got a spirit of the club as attention.
It's fine. I'm not actually breaking your rules anymore. I am allowed to use defensive magic in your club. Brett's ruling.
All right.
So I just wanted to do. Ow.
Go ahead,
so if you wouldn't mind, Sean, just rolling me 6 dice.
6 dice. 1 second. Yep. Diff?
3.
Hey,
4
Cole,
successes.
does your mic have a push-to-talk option?
Sorry, how many successes?
If it's Diff 3, you got 4.
Okay, so that means I have increased my amount of body hits by 5. Now, can you roll it again for me, please?
Okay.
Same Diff.
Yep.
3 right. 2 successes.
Okay, so that means my clothing now gives me an additional 3 body hits, and I have an additional 4 on my person. Continue. Oaken Shield.
Alrighty.
Does that have a visual effect, or is it only for people who can see the dream?
Probably
Brett
people to see the dreaming.
Did you spend glamour on it to make it weird, or is it just chimerical?
At the moment, it's just, yeah, I'll just do it chimerically because most weapons that are going to hit me in a
Okay.
changeling bar will be chimerical.
Yeah, so no physical for you guys. There wouldn't be, I think, even if you made it weird, but
Yeah. As long as it was just.
but since it's chimerical, I don't even think that if you had watched the weaving, it would really matter all that much.
Yeah. You'll just see his clothes and his body started shining brighter. Wouldn't know what it did, just you know it started shining brighter. Oh
Joy.
God, really?
What?
This Styles is just looking at the hooded changeling. It's just like,
Do I have to pull my goggles out again?
According to Sean, he said it doesn't show.
it really doesn't.
Because technically, if it's chimerical, it's on the only plane of existence it's affecting is the dreaming. So unless you can actively see the dreaming, there'd be no ability really to see.
Okay, so we're clueless about it. All right.
Yep.
And the only person that could see it is Daihi, and Daihi's probably keeping his mouth shut.
Oh, there is one other base.
Well, if I wanted to make a
right?
kenning roll for it, but I'm not really bothered.
Right.
He'll to continue the joke, he'll slide 2 more shots with the same variety that Dimitri had gotten to the other 2 at the end of the bar, and then go back to fiddling on his phone.
All set?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's free.
He came right out?
Well, no, I had to shake him out, but
No issues?
Well, so
oh, he just hissed and waddled away.
who's
Close the trap so we don't catch him again.
who's the hooded mother? Who's the dude that is probably sweltering underneath all that?
Did you bring my towel back in?
Yes. Oh, I left it out there in the field.
And
I've been known to leave things outside. Don't act like you don't.
Is it a built-in mic or is it
with me or
with Cole?
I don't know.
No, I'm asking him.
Alright.
I'm sorry, all I could hear was the television. What?
No, I was saying, do you have a built-in mic or something? Because every time there's any background noise on your end, it's the same thing we're having with James. We can hear everything in the background. It drowns out anything we're saying.
Okay, hold on.
Sean, was that me or was that Jurassic Park?
What?
I could have sworn I was hearing Jurassic Park for a second.
On his arc.
Oh God! Don't let the changeling see Jurassic Park.
Especially this one. He would want velociraptors as pets
And he would train them.
and train them.
Okay. All right. So, long story short, since the scene's been going a little while, Dimitri will kind of nod over towards Styles and Nathan and say, "All right, here's the thing. As I said, the Supernaturals here are working together. We can share the details about that later. Suffice to say, no friendly fire if we can possibly avoid it. Don't bring weapons in here. Don't try to hurt anyone in here. Just keep a low profile when possible. The groups that we're on friendly terms with are basically they've made themselves something called the Tarot Council. This is there's the House of Cups, which are he nods his head towards the masked guy. Basically, they're fairies. I wish I could make it simpler, but they're basically fairies.
We prefer the term changelings, thank you.
As I was saying, fairies.
Right now, we prefer you to call you freak, but that's besides the point.
Oh, that's so lovely! He will walk up and physically lick the side of your face.
He will look not all too amused and is like,
Dimitri just kind of looks over at Shar and says, I work with dangerous toxins every day. You don't want to lick my face.
He'll kind of contemplate for a moment. He'll say, in the event of my death, I come back.
It might delay you a little while.
Yeah.
If you want to believe that, sure.
I am entitled to my beliefs, sir. They might be wrong, but I am entitled to
that
them.
was directed, I'm sorry, at Dimitri. Basically, the puka pipes up. If you want to believe that, sure.
What, about him working with, that it might delay him? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Styles just has a hand on your chest, and it's just like, I'm currently in a committed relationship. Please don't do that again.
Don't call me. I will consider that, friend Styles. If you consider what's freakish can be utterly freakish, what's nightmarish can be utterly nightmarish, and what will come for you in the dead of night will come for you in the dead of night. Okay, thanks. And he will just kind of walk away again. Before he turns on one heel and says, so, changelings, unless you want to call me a freak, I'm happy to be a freak, but then I will be a freak, for that is what you have named me. Do you understand?
Can I go get my gun back? I just need to use it for 1 second.
Sure, you can get your gun back. I can go get it for you.
Gets another basically fast bill for the bottle that he was drinking from, and pulls out a joint. Okay, I am too sober to actually deal with you today. I cannot deal with you tomorrow either.
He's talking about the change.
Considering the words that fell out of your mouth earlier, one might consider it that you ignorant to begin with.
There you go.
Sorry, what did you say, Sean? That got completely eaten.
He said that he was too. Styles said that he was too sober to deal with this right now, and Dahi replied, "Well, one might say that considering your previous comments, you're too ignorant for us to deal with at this point in time."
That works for me just fine.
Actually, I've dealt with some your kind before, and it's not in a generalization statement.
Oh, well, you definitely showed well.
Mm-hmm. There is currently a bro fist waiting for the puka. Puka bro fist.
He just shrugs it off.
Okay, so Dimitri nods over towards Styles again. Alright, let me finish what I was saying. I'll make it quick. House of Cups, that's one. You've got the House of Staves, that's the vampires. And he's saying this, in a normal tone of voice in their secluded booth, so they're not likely to be overheard. You've also got the House of Pentacles, that's our crowd. The three of us and people like us, whether they're tradition, disparate, former technocrats, whatever. And then you've got the House of what's the other one? House of Pentacles. He's looking at Styles. House of Pentacles, House of Cups, House of Staves, House of Swords is the lycanthropes.
Yes, and shifter type people.
Alright, so werewolves and the like, yes. And then there are the hosts, which are known as Quajin. They're some sort of, they look in superficial ways that are like a version of vampires. Hmm. Well,
Covered it.
all right. So with that in mind, if there is anything I can help with, or that Styles can help with, he probably knows the lay of the land a lot better than I do. I'm much more recently arrived, but perhaps we could talk at a later date, compare notes. There are many things in the city that we could use an adept's help with. Styles can only be in so many places at once. He's not a master of correspondence, after all.
I'm getting there.
Can we circulate a petition so he's nowhere at once?
Can we circulate a petition? You really need to tone it down over there.
I liked mine better. It was actually witty.
I was meaning your personality, but okay.
All the humor in the world, and I'm doing none of the work. It's like a vacation almost.
I know, right? Okay. With that in mind, okay, so they've explained the basic layout. They've explained, what the groups are in the city, that they all communicate here, and so on and so forth. General ceasefire with each other because the technocrats are the main threat. That's the basic synopsis. So he's kind of looking over at Styles like, did I miss anything important?
No. Other than Pentex may be a thing, but we don't know yet.
That what is a thing?
Pentex.
Oh. He just waves that off like amateurs.
Pentex?
Yes, they talked about it last night as some kind of, how would one describe it? Company where they do things to make people broken like them.
Not exactly like us, but far worse, in my opinion.
But still broken.
At this point, I should just be a prophetic ambassador. Well, I am sorry.
By the way, sorry, what is Styles' banality? He's another science one, so he's about, what, an 8 or a 9?
7, and he's getting stoned and drunk, so he's gone down to a 6.
Hooray!
Hooray. Whereas,
unlike Dimitri, he stays at a permanent 10.
Dimitri's at 10 unless he starts taking hallucinogens or other things to lower it.
Yeah.
And then Nathan is at an 8. Anyways, so anything we can, while we happen to have the more knowledgeable people around, is there anything else we can answer? He's looking at Nathan.
Yes, what would you like to drink?
That is the most important question of the evening. I would like a single plum floating in perfume in a man's hat.
I think he was asking him.
I'm not sure that's a drink.
I don't know if I can do that, but I suppose I could try.
More whiskey.
You'll need a lot
Candy.
more whiskey just to be around this place.
I'm discovering that.
He's not the regular bartender, so he has no problems with overdosing the drink with at least probably an extra shot worth of the Jack.
Oh God.
Dave, he just became Styles' best friend right now.
Is he even charging us for it?
He's not really the bartender, and
So he's just
so
helping himself.
probably
Perfect.
not.
Free drinks.
There's probably going to be repercussions for this, but he's a puka.
All right. Well, with that in mind, he gives you a card, Nathan, which has his number on it. Looks at Styles like, we might want to exchange numbers just in case he needs anything. Just a suggestion.
6.
He doesn't even look over at that. He doesn't
I
even
know.
look over.
I like how we are just the changes are just sitting at the bar, troubling while you're trying to be ultra serious. Yes.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do, so it's all good. He gives you his number. I'm guessing Styles gives him his number. Styles. Hello? Oh God, I vanished, didn't I?
No, you're here. He isn't.
Oh God. Okay, well,
Oh
I
my
think it's
God!
just-
Listen to that, guys! Listen to that, just for a second. Silence. Oh,
I'm gonna smack you.
you're not gonna smack at me. I'm gonna smack at you.
Please, for me.
Okay, so once numbers have been exchanged, Nathan, would you give them your number possibly? I mean,
Apparently that was silence.
I dance around the Mexican head.
Cole, would Nathan give them his number?
Oh, he's muted.
I know, but he knows how to unmute himself.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to unmute. So, yeah.
You get used to it real quick. Don't worry.
But, yeah, I'll go ahead and here's my number. Here's my number. Call if you really, really need to.
It's not a problem. There are things in this city which we can definitely use some help with. That much I can guarantee. Well, with that in mind, I don't know about you, but I think I'm going to leave before I get tempted to go bring my gun back.
And I will...
Oathbreaker, I will make you a deal. You listening?
He's not looking, but he's not looking at you, but he is going quiet and listening.
If you can shoot me, you may shoot me with your gun.
He just kind of like closes his eyes. You see, like you can't see it, Shar, but Styles and Nathan can see him mouthing the words, "Thank you, God." And then he just like opens his eyes, looks at the two of you, and is like, "You're witnesses to that."
Styles just gives you the rock on hand signal.
If you would like to step outside, I would love to try and have the opportunity for you to miss.
Unfortunately, not right now. But rain check. He just
I'm
smiles
afraid
toothfully.
Oh, come on,
good.
just shoot the goofy little freak.
No, right?
Did you just call me a freak?
What? I'm only saying what everyone else is thinking, pal. Don't get offended.
Styles goes to talk with Dahi and starts pouring the drinks.
No, you're cut off.
You're not the bartender. Shut up.
Who says I'm not? Clearly, you have no authority to say as such. So you're cut off.
Fine.
There will come a time, little man, when you need my help, and at that point I will ask for an apology.
You know, I think I've made it enough years without the help of... Should I use the polite word? No, okay. Your type. I didn't know your type even existed until I came here. I think I'll survive without your specific help.
Yeah.
Are you willing, Oathbreaker, to stake your word on that? That you are willing to say that you will go without our specific type's help?
I said your help.
No, you didn't. You said your specific kind. Are you willing to stake your word on that?
Given I'm anathema to you folks anyways, and you only come near me if I'm willing to get drunk, high, or anything else of that nature, I mean, you tend not to like the people I like.
But those things
Yes.
are things that can change.
I
are they
think
not?
so.
Then the oath is made. We will not help you. Our type will not do anything but hinder you. From this day forward, your oath is made.
Wow, way to go, jackass.
Whatever floats your boat.
Now, if you would please leave this establishment, no changeling here will serve you. You are no longer welcome. The oath has...
I think you'll need to speak to the proprietor about that, about the time he decides to meet you.
Give me 1 second. Be right back.
Oh, fun. I do so like you, Oathbreaker. You provided endless fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Where? He's like thinking, he's like mouthing to himself like, where the hell is Asuka when I need her? She's the one who likes shooting things.
By the way, sorry, just some kind of blue button because I'm probably going to have to do that. Sean, I'm quite happy to take that as an oath, and I will. The wording was so beautifully specific.
I don't think oaths from non-Fey, non-Canane are held up in court.
Right.
You can't hold a non-Fey to the rules of the court.
No, you can't hold a not, but we believe in the spirit of, if that makes sense. It's the difference between a blood bond and genuinely being in love, if that makes sense.
At the same point, I would say since it's non-binding, that'd be up to every individual changeling whether they want to do that or not. You can get pissed at them if they decide not to, but there are a lot of them who will go, he's not one of us, this doesn't apply to him. You're trying to apply rules of nobility to someone who's not even a Fey.
It's, once again, but then again, we make contracts with mortals all the time, and we hold to them, and we consider you mortal.
Kinane. You make them with Kinane, typically.
True.
Not typically with mortals, and definitely not with those who are as opposite from your kind. This would be like making a pact with a Dante. In fact, there's not that much difference.
It's entirely up to our GM to decide. I'm just saying that I will take it as an oath if he feels it's appropriate. But my apologies. Please continue.
No, he's making no moves to leave or anything. He's just like looking. Okay, wait. Sean said BRB. Okay.
Oh right. So my entire statement is erroneous. God dang it.
Yeah, I think that was when he changed his picture.
He's changed.
He said he said continue the scene. So, anyways, James, you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Do you by chance want to bring Riker out?
Yeah, because I have a feeling what Sean's doing, and Riker is about to be coming out with his own weapons. All the bastards are going to disperse.
All right, I'll just say that Dimitri, or whatever, find some way to make Styles go quiet.
Hey, just a note on that. Oaths can only be binding between the two parties involved, so it wouldn't be binding on changelings as a whole, but he would probably more than likely make it very hard for that, just as a clarification thing, for out of character.
Oh, I get that what my character said can be, a lot of Fae would be
What I'm saying is that the oath he just cast is only binding to him, unless he gets other changelings in on.
Oh, okay. So basically, he's not allowed to help. He's not allowed to help my character because he's treating it like an oath.
Right.
But that doesn't apply to my character. Doesn't apply to anyone else. The oath only exists for him.
Unless another changeling goes in on the oath with him.
Okay.
Also, since it's an oath, it's gonna make sure I'm doing this right. Since it's kind of a created oath. Guess it's like crossblades, but not really.
We'll be back in just a second.
I'll work out the details on that later. But
happy slaves, Daddy.
yeah. Alright.
Hello. Oh, we lost.
Are we still
lost
going with
Evan.
this thing?
Ah, Evan's back.
Yeah, he said he had to. Okay, back. Alright. So, where were we?
Styles was about to somehow vacate or quiet himself so that he would have the ability to bring out Riker.
Styles is going to go enjoy himself in the brothel.
Good man, good man. Dimitri would join you, but he's going to sit and talk with Nathan for a minute. You still there, Sean?
Alright, so, yeah, I'm still here. What's
Okay.
up?
No, just wanted to make sure you're there. Okay, so I think Styles is out, and he's going to bring in Riker.
Okay.
Hold on to your hats!
Oh, boy.
Oh, by the way, sorry. Cole, as soon as Styles steps away, Dimitri writes on a little piece of paper. He just quietly hands you a piece of paper and just motions like, read it, but don't say anything, is what he's motioning. The note basically has an address, and it says, if you have time, go here tonight. I can explain more then. Try to be discreet.
Okay. Read it quickly, shove it in my pocket, keep drinking.
All right. And with that, he just, he's actually going to, he's like, is Dahe still there, by the way? Or is he over by the bar?
Dahe, yeah. Dahe's still around, yeah.
Okay. He kind of, like he's thinking. He's like, No, whatever he was going to say, he looks like he was about to call your character over, and then he just shakes his head like, nope. He's going to watch and see what happens.
And he'll just kind of give that animal-like head tilt kind of thing when he sees you just kind of like, and then
So I do believe the verbalization for this is, "Ow."
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Like, why were you looking at me like that? Do you want something? All right, James, let her rip. He's not muted.
I don't know if we can hear him.
I see him, though.
Wave at the universe. Do it.
I have, God dang it.
There you go. I see the picture.
Alright. Give me a second. I had it on master music over here. Why is my overlay not working? Okay,
None of the overlays work. Welcome to this game where Google hates you.
Okay, there we go.
So much Google hate. Google hate. Google hate. Sorry.
Alright. When Styles goes and finds the brothel, he will, Riker will come out of his office, look at the gathered group, and notice the hooded figure of the very off the wall she is.
I'm gonna wait for you to finish.
Just looks at Dahe and is like, has the look of, dear God, what did you do?
And he immediately takes the note with a bright, cheesy smile, just like.
The face makes it all worth it.
My sound's going in and out.
It's okay. Yeah, I don't think Dimitri's met Riker before, has he?
No, not directly.
Oh, I'm completely confused as to what's happening now because people are talking at once and there's so much noise.
I'm trying to control that, but I switched characters, and he just gave them the new one. Just gave Jay look up what did you do?
Okay. And Dahi gave it, I guess, gave him the note, right, Sean?
Yeah, just basically the minute he came up and it's like, what the heck is going on here? Just like, boom, note face, big cheesy grin.
Take the note.
That is at least worth 15,000.
Ah, it's so good to see you again, Squire.
I don't know.
And you got the title wrong, but
Oh, did I? Did I really?
considering I owed ability to someone else and it wasn't you, and I recently became knight.
Oh, are you? Have you stood your vigil? Has the sword touched your shoulders?
Yes, I have. But you,
Sean, if you'd like to step in here, might be wise before he beggars himself.
Technically, Dahi knows nothing about this, so I have nothing to step in with. I'm just going to, as a ST2 player, it hasn't happened yet, so if the character would like to backpedal that with no repercussions, go right ahead, but there has been no visual yet. So if you want to walk that back, you can. I'm giving you a free pass on that.
he goes, well, you have one thing correct. Yes, I'm a squire, and not a knight.
And you address yourself as a knight to another knight of the realm. You have offered yourself and our house innumerable insult, and you are challenged for that cause.
Nathan? Nathan?
Yeah, is this guy serious?
You don't have a gun, do you?
Nope.
God damn it.
I would ask you, Oathbreaker, to please, this is an internal matter. And all of a sudden, the jovial kind of, even the high voice has dropped away, and it's become as cold and as serious as iron. I would much appreciate it. I thank you.
He will just look at the masked figure. Fine. He just snaps his fingers, and one of the servers comes up and says, "Make sure all the mortals are out."
Wait, you seek to do this here and now. You do yourself even more dishonor, boy. This must be done 'neath the eyes of the crown. You would offer me insult yet again?
Don't piss off the Muppet.
You offer insult to the entire house.
Yes, and when I break your body in front of the throne, this place will become my new domain.
I hate to interrupt, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a wonderful scene and all, but, and he kind of looks around the club, wandering eyes?
That he did just ask for them to be cleared out, to be fair.
But
yeah, but literally in that same second, your character started yelling.
If it helps, I will speak if it helps in order to facilitate us not breaking some grand masquerade, I will happily speak in our original Celtic language if he can understand it.
He just kept his voice in a normal tone. I'd never said I was trying to hear.
Yes, you did, sir. You addressed yourself as sir to me yesterday in the park. On an out-of-character note, I have checked this video.
Yes, and out of character, that was a slip of the tongue, and
also, you demanded me be strip searched when I entered here. The bouncer did tell me this, so I've got another grounds to duel you. You ordered one of your betters to be strip searched.
Yes, because he knows who you are, and by rules of his house, he made sure you had no armaments on you.
Can we clarify one thing before we
can have a vacation home?
Okay, fuck's sake. Sorry, sorry. My ability to hear. I'm wearing really good headphones, so whenever that happens, whenever there's a huge spike, it nearly deafens me.
I have very good headphones. I have the same situation, but hold on. Just Sean, I just want to clarify something. So we've officially gotten word from the player in this case that it was an out of character slip of the tongue.
And I said you can walk it back. What he's talking about is
the other day.
That's walked back. However, which means that's taken off the table.
Okay, but the strip searching thing.
The strip searching is not, though, which is now the new reason for the letter being put
Okay, so none of the night thing, all that never happened. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm completely, just for the record, I want to point out I am offended in character. Evan is completely cool with everything, because I always feel that that's important to kind of say. Everything is cool. We will deal with this as characters.
Okay.
I just want to point that out because that's always important. But yeah, no, the strip search. From a she perspective, you ordered him embarrassed, and you're his lesser.
Technically speaking, he did order it to be done.
It's still an indignity. It's just
even if it's done out and away from the public eye and so on and so forth.
Yeah. So
he will say, I meant no disrespect to you, but I know...
You meant no disrespect, charming. However, disrespect was rendered, so I will have satisfaction, squire. You do not have the rank to oppose me. I will take this before the king.
Yeah, Dimitri's just shaking his head. No, Dimitri kind of nudges Nathan. From what I understand, they actually have a king. He's just watching this.
Yeah, I'm just laughing. My character's just laughing. It's just this whole thing is just funny as hell.
Yeah, Dimitri's just kind of like he's taking it seriously in the sense that if there is actually he's not sure if there is really a chance of the ownership changing hands. That would annoy him. But as to the rest of it, he's just like, wow, this is like reading a fantasy novel.
That's why this venue is so awesome.
And no way of stopping you, except going through my own proper channels and rendering my own evidence to why I did it.
Perhaps if there is a chance for arbitration, maybe.
I have declared the duel under law. It is up to him to accept. He can refuse. However, then that will suffer its own penalties. Do you fear facing me, boy?
Question of legality. I'm not a law expert here, but does your king have authority over such duels? You said you wanted it done in front of him. Does your king have authority to declare such issues null and void, or is that not something the king is allowed to do or should not do, and so on and so forth?
It's a matter of honor, and there is a basis for the honor. There has been dishonor here. So the king has the authority, but it's very unlikely he would. Plus, it's an unseelie court. They just want to see people get the shit kicked out of them.
Okay.
That was Evan explaining out of character. If Sean wants to add anything to that, by all means, is my ST. I will shut up.
Yeah, unless the king presides over an unseelie court, but not all the barons are. So a baron, unless the king opposes, could also intercede, but once again, highly unlikely, because if someone feels offended, that sends a really bad precedent to say, well, if it's over something that a baron would say is very trite, then they might intercede. If it was something like, well, I'm going to duel you to the death, and they'll be like, no, that's really not...
Oh, no, I would like to point out, I do not feel as though there is grounds, and I will state this in character. This is not a matter where I will end your life, Riker. I am an executioner by trade. I like to be professional on this matter. No, this will be a duel to surrender.
And that's just trying to explain it for the sake of Solon.
Yeah.
That in that case, then it's a lot less, because changelings killing changelings is not only bad mojo, it's takes a lot of banality mojo. So that's something that's like, I hope you understand how serious what you're doing here is. If it was that case, but since it's not.
All right. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. He'll go. I'll. I would take the challenge, but I don't deem it necessary. I will say I do apologize for
So
my.
you are refusing the challenge and will offer me the standard right.
Yes.
In that case, as my right, I claim this establishment, its freehold, and all within it.
And then the
And
change
you
is
have
like,
just and he raises his hand, and you have just given it to me.
I think, isn't it a little outside the
No,
bounds?
no. Basically, he said, "Will you give me the right?" I said, "Yes." He didn't stipulate anything, and so I asked for the biggest thing my character could think of. You gave me a blanket yes, but
I said I was surrendering. I wasn't.
yes, and I said, "Will you give me the?" Basically, when you surrender, you give a boon to the person. So I said, "Will you give me the right?" You said yes, so
I give you I'll give you a boon. You
and
have
I
to
claim
earn
this
your
is,
own. You have
and
to
I
earn your
claim
right
this,
to do to claim my club.
I claim this club. It is what I claim as a boon.
How much you want for this old bike, or?
Or more aptly, I claim the freehold upon which this bar sits.
How much?
I don't really think it's that major needing of a boon, my dear sir.
He will casually turn on his heel and walk towards the door and say, "I have asked my boon. You have 24 hours.
All right, I give you the right of challenge to surrender.
How wonderful! When would you like to do this? You as the challenged may name the place.
Indulgences, drinking contests.
No, 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 no. You, my friend, may claim the place of challenge. The manner of challenge is predetermined.
Indulgences.
I am confused as to what you can't you
he's
cannot
naming the
ask.
place, I believe.
Okay, is there a place
Indulgences is
called
the other
Indulgences?
nightclub. It's the other nightclub. It's owned by the king.
Very well. Then we shall make it a show. How wonderful!
For the mages, there's like a hand like searching the bar for a bottle, finds the big bottle of Jack, and then slides it under the bar, and then there's the opening sound, and then and suddenly the sounds of one for me, one for them. Then he's got like one of those like big rock glasses and pouring you guys shots. One for me, one for you.
I'm not paying for that.
Oh, well, who said I was either?
I think they're on the house tonight. Part of the floor show.
Fair enough. Keep pouring.
Two questions I would ask of you, sir, before I depart. One, who will serve as your second?
My son, by noon.
He'll contemplate that and say, "Does your son hold rank within the court?"
Not as of yet, but he's learning.
Tisk, 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 you can't even find a named one of our people to stand for you.
There's this guy I know. His name's Papa Smurf. You might want to look him up.
Well, there is one other, but I don't think you would want her. Her though. Lady Desdemona, Nihai Lunid.
At that point, Dehi pops up and goes, "What?" And is like rubbing out his ear. What? Come again?
he just looks at him, at Dahi. She's the only other knight I know. My
Let me
apologies.
clarify. Let me clarify for an out of character thing here. Second, as in you're asking who his champion would be, or as just someone who's going to oversee the fight.
No, your second is somebody who stands with you in the case they fight in your stead. It's a symbol and
Gotcha.
trust because they must be willing to lay their reputation on the line for you to be able to.
I think we got the majority of that. You're cutting out a little bit, but I think we got the gist. That's
Yeah.
what a second is in a duel.
So basically, yeah. Okay.
He's gonna pop.
Oh, there he went.
Okay. By the way, during this whole thing, Dimitri's been texting, and Nathan's been responding. So.
Sometimes, so sometimes I break up when so I need to refresh.
Step back.
But yes, so a second is basically somebody who stands for you in the case you can't do it yourself, and it's like the ultimate position of trust because they have to either lay their lives or honor on the line for you. So you only ask like your dearest friend to do it.
Actually, I take that back. She's too good for you. I offer you up my cousin.
Wait, you are offering me your cousin? You are offering him to me?
No. I think what he's trying to say is... Well, first of all, I'm going to have to, until I can talk with Brett, put a hold on that one, because that seems a little shady, putting your Garou character in on this, because it's your other PC. So I'm gonna put, until I can talk with Brett, I'm gonna put the Nix.
Also, I mean, I would assume this is a changeling duel. I mean, under our king's view. So I mean, I would assume we can only use changeling arts and effects. But if you come in with magic of different types, it will be highly frowned on because you're trying to essentially cheat.
Okay, my apologies. I take that back.
Yeah, no, that's just an out of character on that. Unless I can, yeah.
I don't want it seem like I'm metagaming. Go.
No problem.
No, she's perfect for you.
Okay. Can I, spending a willpower, can I interject?
Yes.
Have you not been informed of recent events?
What?
You said knight, right?
Yeah.
If she was a knight. Oh, well, actually the proper term would be Baroness now.
What?
So you mean to tell me that you, a mere squire, would seek to speak on behalf of a baroness? Tisk, tisk, tisk.
You tell me this.
If it makes you feel any better, it means I kind of am by proxy a baron, right? Right? Huh?
You tell me this now? Huh? You tell me this now.
Well, I figured that you'd find out sometime, eventually, maybe.
That is literally 10 points for worst timing in the universe.
Yep.
Really? You picked this time now to tell me she's the Baroness.
It was kind of hush-hush. You know, if she didn't want to throw a party over it, I figured I didn't need to. In most cases.
You do realize that limits my options to, and looks directly at you.
What was that again?
If you only find your...
And now we're getting choppy.
Yeah.
Musical tones.
Then I'm a member of the nobility. Is that better or worse? Or is it from me or from somebody else?
Oh, we can hear you now.
It got better, yeah. Could you try that again?
He says, if you can only find your son to champion you, then I suppose it will be acceptable. Though I would.
He'll pull up his phone. You know, I kind of have her number. we want to get that over with, I can just figure out really quick. I kind
Unless you
of...
want to do it, I mean, I could just have, I can have Finding do it, but that would be freaking a shot,
You can.
shot of it's the pride.
She's
I
at
believe
work
that's
right
a
now,
yes.
so that may be a response down the road.
Oh, is this actually another PC? How fun.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It'd be Julia's character.
Okie dokie.
You do realize that I can have Finding do it, but that's even more of a shot to pride.
Or whatever you do, you know what? If you
Unless
want
you-
to talk to her, that's your choice. I
Unless
wouldn't
you want to do it.
necessarily name someone something until you had a yes, though. That would be kind of embarrassing, would it not?
Considering he's already tried to name her once. Tisk, 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 my boy. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Hashtag Game of Thrones changeling. End hashtag.
She just holds up one finger to the night. Unless you want to do it. I know she's your wife. You really don't want her harmed.
It's a personal matter, is it not? Also, no, I'll just let it.
Do forgive me, sir. I did not know that you were also a knight of the realm. He will offer a formal bow this time.
No one's told me differently. He'll just smile.
Excellent.
All the while, can somebody roll me 5 dice, please?
Do you want to, oh.
I can't.
Do you have any, one second. Evan, do you have any politics on your sheet? Like dots of politics?
Yes, I do. I have 2 dots. Fuck. I have 2 dots of politics.
Okay, roll me an intelligence politics.
Okay, do you mind giving me that roll? That'll be 4 dice. I'm not the smartest of characters. Well, this particular incarnation isn't.
All right, but because of the previous interaction, I don't know if you caught it while it was muddled in the mess there, that you, when he was showing off the basically contacting her, that he made a more or less offhanded comment to Riker that, you know, he was more or less in a relationship with her. Oh yeah, totally with 3 successes. Yeah, more or less. I mean, even if his former title was whatever, he's married to a baroness, which more or less equals. While he's not, I guess the best way to describe it is like a half step. He technically has the title, but none of the power.
Okay, cool.
The Baron.
Wow, hang on. Riker can roll dice. None of us can.
Okay, that's manipulation subterfuge to basically hide, clamp down on it, that he's clamping down on his frustration, and he's going stone face.
Okay, in that case, if we're opposing it, do you mind rolling me 3? Do you mind rolling me 5 dice, Sean? I can brain today.
What you rolling?
It's perception, empathy, I do believe, for detecting lying.
Okay. Yeah. 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. You can see. So, what were you trying to conceal there, James? Because I saw through you.
Not in the scene. I'll let you guys finish working on that interaction, then I'll jump in.
I'm just waiting to know what he was trying to hide from.
I think trying to hide frustration, he said.
Oh, I see. Well, it's almost like that night at the park when you were afraid of me.
Sean, what's
Admittedly, it was delectable. Mm.
Sean, what's the mechanic switch to Unseelie for a second?
I have no goddamn idea. I don't even think there's mechanics. The best I know is that there's just something that triggers a court change. At least that's the best I've been explained of it from like Elwad or some places.
Yeah, no. Basically, from my understanding, what happens is being a specific court is a conscious decision. So you basically adhere to one side of your ideal or another.
And you just flip. It's like the same. It's like a coin with two sides.
Right now he's getting so mad.
Now you shouldn't like just flip courts on frivolous reasons, but yeah, it's as simple as just changing your legacy and flipping your.
Quick. Okay. Yes. Sorry.
Okay. Never mind. He's just looks at the hooded figure. I'll see you at Indulgences.
How wonderful. I would remind you, as I have said, this is a duel of honor between our kind. While I'm sure your friends are more than welcome to come, any interference on their behalf will be spoiling the pot, as it were. You have my word of honor. I will only use my arts and the arts of our kind in order to defeat you. I would like you to swear the same oath.
I swear it.
Good.
Oh, and question, OOC Evan?
Yes.
Or how many successes did you get?
Oh, to see through your stone wall, 3.
Yeah. Ty goes to defender. Sorry, dude.
Oh, wait. How many did you get?
You got 2.
I actually got. I think I got 3. Oh well.
But by the way, it was in that case, as your yeah. If you got 3, then I didn't see anything. That's cool.
Basically, see his demeanor just shift out of the frustration into the complete highborn, and just say, "I'll see you in Indulgences." And I agree to the oath. And he'll just turn away from you and just focus on his drink.
Dimitri's actually going to walk over towards Riker. He looks. Hey, did he really write that in blood? Can I see that?
He will actually hand it over to Dimitri. With a very evil smile on his face as the hooded figure leaves.
Who said I was leaving? I'm right here.
Yeah.
He'll just hold up his finger and just say 1 second, and just he's actually waiting till you leave because for him this entire exchange ended.
Yeah, no, I'm cool to leave. Don't worry. You can have my blood, Dimitri.
Progenitors. Sorry. I'm obliged to do that at least once. I have to do that at least once.
He will say before he goes, you who experiment on things. He points a finger at Dimitri.
I will specify and clarify here, if he's still in the room, my character hasn't asked for the letter. He's moved over and sat next to Riker. He hasn't.
Oh yeah. That's fine. I accept that you're gonna. Okay. I accept that you're gonna pass him the letter. Don't worry about it. To be fair, this character might go and slit his throat at the end of the evening and come back in another incarnation. I've yet to decide that. Mwah.
This is really creepy. Evan.
Nah, I'm not going to do that. But he will point at you and say, "You who do experiments." Do you know what it is to see forever?
He just rolls his eyes. He's not even going to respond to you at this point.
Very good. He will casually walk out of the room. And that is me leaving.
And at that point, the whole, did he actually write that with his blood? Can I see it? Yada, yada, yada.
He basically, with 2 fingers, passes you the note.
He looks it over. Actually looks at the penmanship first, just out of curiosity. Good penmanship? Actually, what language is it written in?
Hopefully English.
Well, I figured since we were tossing Celtic, Gaelic stuff around, it's worth asking.
Yeah, no. I would assume it's written in English because not all she can remember their original language.
Okay. So it's written in English. Good penmanship?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got quite good etiquette, and I've always assumed etiquette gave penmanship, so yes.
Sounds logical to me. Okay. With that, he just kind of looks it over. Kind of like, Alright. And he's like, you'll probably need this. But he just kind of like scrapes at it a little bit.
Oh no, I'm good. I have other things in the works. But you can have that one.
Okay. He'll just be like, alright, sure, whatever. He'll fold it up and put it in his jacket. Like, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Goes back to sit over with Nathan.
He's going to pull out his cell phone, and the one law contact he has, through, thanks to working with Brett, he gets on the phone and says, "Hi, I need a restraining order on," and gives the mortal name for Evan's character.
Which they have no name on. First of all, it is not that easy to get a restraining order. Second,
especially in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
You're actually going to have to get a lawyer hired and file paperwork with the police department unless you have some law influence, judicial influence, or something of that nature with which you'd like to expend.
He actually goes, "I'm also actually hiring you for this case and is putting you on retainer in the future."
There's always a breeze on the beach. You can actually find nice and just have fun.
And he will just go, I'm trying to hear you.
The idea of owning the place and actually being able to go there anytime.
Sean, are you there?
Oh, what was that?
He will actually say, tell the lawyer, "I'm actually hiring you for and putting you on retainer with this case."
Okay, you're gonna hire a lawyer. All right. You're still gonna need to call the police department to file a police report, and then they are going to examine the charges on whether. Wait, no, it's a restraining order. So is that really criminal, or is that? I'm trying to think.
As somebody who did law, filing a restraining order is a civil pursuit. You don't actually.
Oh,
what happens is you have to launch if you lodge a complaint, then you are sent to civil court within about a week to 2 weeks. You have to then plead your case in front of a judge with the person whom you wish to give the restraining order to there. They can, or it can be done in their absence if they can't be found. That whole thing where they do it in like CSI and Law and Order, where it's just one person standing there.
Preponderance of the evidence. Yeah, and then it's preponderance of the evidence because it's a civil court.
Yeah.
Right.
He actually turns to Dimitri. I'm going to need that back for a second.
He pulls it out, hands it back. It hasn't been tampered with or anything yet.
All right. I'll give it back to you in a little bit. I just need to take care of some legal issues with this.
No problem.
And also, he can actually, I don't know which charges, but he can actually phone the police because of what he just did at the bar.
It's really going to be hard to pin him down on harassment for that. They're gonna look at you and go, "Thank you for wasting our time," and leave.
Not only that, but if you, I'm going to point out, if you run the blood on my character, you will find that it comes from a deceased coma patient who was in a coma for 10 years prior to his eventual death, or what people perceived as his death.
Depends on what we use it for, but okay.
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. Dude, you can use my blood for all that face shit. I'm saying if the police run my blood.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But he will, okay, then he'll just have that note for the lawyer, and basically tell him, I need to have this hush-hush, this can't go to the police for anything, but I do want a restraining order put on him. And I will be making a blue booking for you, Sean, for doing this.
Alright.
And after a while, he'll come back, and if Dimitri is still at the bar, he will give the note back.
And you'll take it and just be like, I'll just take a look at it and I'll give it back. It's useful to have backup plans, though. Leave it at that. Especially when you have disruptive individuals like that.
He'll nod. I know. That's why I'm giving it to you. And I gotta tell my Baron, get a hold of my Baron, and more than likely the King, because we're probably going to be using his freehold. Goody.
Can I just point something out for the sake of James here? Just because I feel like I should be gentlemanly in this as much as possible. Remember the oath you swore? So if, for example, that mage uses magic, oh, for God's sake, can't hear my own brain. Okay, thank you. So, sorry, I just want to be gentlemanly here, because it's important when you do these kinds of things in games that you're cool about it. I want to make a quick note for the purposes of James. If Dimitri does anything that adversely affects my character for a long enough term that when he steps in the dueling arena with you, you will have broken your solemn vow to not use anything to basically interfere, because you did make that oath. So I just wanted to point that out to you, because I wouldn't want you to get fucked over by something you didn't realize happened.
If the character winds up cursed or something like that, oh yeah, that would be absolutely right.
He'll actually clarify additionally with Dimitri. I will have you there. Will want you there with us watching. I don't want anything done to him until after the duel is over.
Understood.
If you do anything during the duel, it will fall back on me.
Understood.
Then we go back into that whole thing of him claiming here.
It doesn't seem to bother him in the least. He's just like, okay.
Alright.
He'll still take the note and take it for his own studies.
And with that, Riker will disappear back into his office and ask for his usual special to be sent up to his office, and disappear for a little bit and, as Styles comes back.
Actually, is this a good place for us to end the scene, or?
Yeah, because I need to go pick up Julia here in about 30.
Probably. And
yeah, I think. Quick kind of important note. When do we want to actually do this swords clashy business?
Probably next. Sometime. It depends on when everyone's free, because the rest of this week I'm free. Usually after 3. Because I have work, and then Sunday or Friday I might be free to do it all day.
I got Friday free all day.
Sunday would work best for me, because I'm going to start classes this week.
I mean, I tell you what, shall we set a specific day and a specific time so that we know fixed in stone that's then?
We can do that. Sunday would probably work the best for me, but I couldn't do it late. It'd have to be afternoon like it is right now.
Yeah.
If that works for everyone.
So this day
So
next week
from now. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
All right,
All right,
I will
with
put it
that-
on the calendar since it's an event that would probably be openly announced, and all the changelings will want to be there to watch.
Yeah.
All right, with that, I will end the scene. Thank you, players for players, watchers for watching, and have a good night.